the Korean worldwide ship capacity, which is I think 23% of global total is built in Korea. Japan is 15% of global shipbuilding. The United States of America is 1%.
Go back to you. I think it's related as far as maintenance and availability and execution in the Indo-Pacific. There was recently, I think, a big win for the U.S. and our allies with the tanker mission in South Korea, and then we're also seeing this obviously with submarine maintenance in Australia. What's the next big step? Because you've articulated, I think, rightly, that speed is going to matter, but the logistical hurdles in the vast expanse of the Pacific I think it's hard for people to really actually put their mind around it until you put a map up, and you see just the expanse. So what's the next big step to address those logistical challenges for us?
Senator, first, enrich the kind of work that we're doing in our partner shipyards. So beyond the standard voyage repairs is to do deeper repairs for our forward deployed naval force is one step. And then if we can get into the space of production of that capability, of enhancing the Korean worldwide ship capacity, which is I think 23% of global total is built in Korea. Japan is 15% of global shipbuilding. The United States of America is 1% of shipbuilding. This confers immediately to speed. So more maintenance being executed at these partner yards where it makes sense. And then the next step, and I've heard a lot of talk about this from all throughout government, which is to avail ourselves of our partners' unique shipbuilding expertise, and then while we regain our own shipbuilding expertise in the United States.
Thank you. Senator Peters.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for being here today, and certainly thank you for your service to our country. Admiral Paparo, as you know, exercise Northern Strike in Michigan brings over 6,300 participants from all across the United States, as well as our international partners to Michigan's National All-Domain Warfighting Center. It's the largest training area east of the Mississippi. In past briefings before this committee, you discussed the importance of Exercise Northern Strike to Indo-PACOM and particularly our ability to cooperate with our partners in the region. Could you elaborate on your prior comments and discuss the importance of Northern Strike to supporting Indo-PACOM's mission, please?
Senator, without giving more of the details of what's executed on Northern Strike, it is a key point of leverage. And I have this even from my interlocutors who report that those personnel that return from Northern Strike are changed. So I treasure it, and I want more of it, and I want to expand it. And, I thank the state of Michigan for their diligence in it.
Well, that's great to hear, Admiral, and happy to hear that. And you will know that I'm actually co-sponsoring a proposal for the NDAA with Senator Slotkin to make Northern Strike permanent and funding permanent. And I certainly look forward to working with members of this committee to do that. And your words of encouragement, I hope will help that process move along. General Brunson, as you know, Russia is strengthening military ties with North Korea through a mutual defense pact, troop deployments to the Ukraine, and efforts to modernize North Korea's conventional forces. Meanwhile, China is mounting a pressure campaign on South Korea through political interference, economic pressure, maritime disputes, cyber operations, targeting critical infrastructure, and the list goes on. So my question for you, sir, is how is USFK adapting its force posture or training to counter the hybrid nature of threats, including military, cyber, and disinformation that's now posed by both Russia and China in this region?
Yes, Senator. So one of the things that I believe in the future, whether it's in competition, conflict, or crisis, we've got to be able to do is we've got to be able to protect, we've got to be able to sustain, and we've got to recognize that our posture, which entails our organization and a host of capabilities, has all got to be in the right place. Part of doing that is by utilizing the assets at our disposal and the authorities inherent in other nations that come to join us on the peninsula. So to sort of keep this clean, if you will, we're able to leverage the special operations forces within the Republic of Korea. We're able to leverage our own forces, whether that be a military information support team that operates inside embassy spaces, or whether it's us using them along with our J-39 to ensure that we're not only hardening access to ports, but we're also testing all our lines. As you know, Senator, we fight off of the Centrix K network. It's important that we stay on that network with cyber defense teams and then encourage our partners to do the same thing, which is what we're doing right now to ensure that we limit access to our networks, protect our information properly, and look at those whole host of threats and how we might counter them on the peninsula.
Very good. From your perspective, is there a risk that China and Russia could coordinate actions on the peninsula to distract or perhaps divide U.S. attention from other strategic challenges, including Taiwan or Ukraine? How concerned are you about that?
I'm concerned about that from the perspective of how they might enlist the DPRK to aid in some form of subterfuge, nefarious activity, or anything else that might happen in the region to keep us from focusing wholeheartedly on the mission of Indo-PACOM in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific.
Thank you. Admiral Papar, Congress created the Pacific Deterrence Initiative in fiscal year 2021. National Defense Authorization Act to strengthen our military capabilities and partnerships in the Indo-Pacific region. The PDI is aimed to boost deterrence against China by investing in force posture, in logistics, missile defense, allied cooperation. Sir, could you share some specific examples of how PDI funding has improved the U.S. force posture or our readiness, and what steps can we take to enhance or fully operationalize PDI?
Senator, an example is the Joint Fires Network and our ability to move fast in order to execute the fires function of among joint fires faster. Our material improvements throughout the theater has enabled us to move faster. And enhancing Pacific Deterrence Initiative, U.S. Indo-Pacific Command is an advisor to the process. The services choose which elements that they do is Pacific Deterrent Initiative. And as the AOR is 53% of the world, almost any joint force element that is acquired is applicable to the Pacific. So more agency for United States Indo-PACOM and able to close the seams throughout the services would enhance the already good effect of Pacific Deterrent Initiative.
Right. Thank you. Thank you again.